Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We are doing the 2022 Arsenal. Pretty sure I've got everything here. We're probably gonna do this in maybe 2 videos, maybe 3 videos, just because I've got a bunch of rods. We're gonna start off with my moving baits, to vertical baits, to my BFS ultralight stuff. So I don't want to make it like a 45-minute video. I'm going to go through all my rods, the setups, what I throw them on, all that kind of stuff. If you see my previous videos that I've done of my arsenals, I kind of try to do them the same way. They change it up every year. I add, I delete, I do things differently. So get started here. We're going to start off with the moving baits, my moving bait combos, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to start off here with the Sierra Micro. This is the Sierra 703C Micro. I've got it paired with a Daiwa Steez A 6.3 to 1. Currently, it is throwing a 3/8 ounce chatterbait. This is the micro guide. I've probably caught 1,000 fish on it. This is right I've talked about a ton. I did a bunch of prototype testing with the Omega Rapture and all that kind of stuff, so all I did was throw it for pretty much a year. But it has Daiwa Steez A 6.3 to 1, Sierra 703. This is 20-pound Seaguar Brazex, or Seaguar Invisex. Just throwing that 3/8 ounce Omega Rapture. As you can see, I've got covers on pretty much all my reels. I've got some more covers coming in. And I've got covers on my rods. Next up is a Caden 714, 7'1", 4 power, 10 to 20 pound, paired with a Daiwa TD Ito. This is a 6.3 to 1. I'm going to throw my wake baits on it. It's not wake bait time, so I haven't strung it up yet. But this is one of the prototypes. This is number 93. U40 corked it. But I am going to throw probably 20 pound of Invisex as well, or I might drop on some 40 or 50 pound braid and throw my wake baits. But this is going to be my dedicated wake bait combo. Just absolutely love these reels. I've got probably 5 or 6 of these guys. Love them. 6'3 to 1. Great ratio for throwing my wakes. So if you purchase any of my wakes, 6'3 or 7 to 1 is just a perfect in between, so you can throw either one. This is the Caden 714. Next up is another Caden. This is the Caden 713, paired with a Daiwa Steez 7.1 to 1. I've thought about putting this reel on that rod and vice versa, just because this is throwing spinnerbaits. And I like a 6'3 to 1, typically throwing spinnerbaits. Steez A 7.1, 20 pound Invisex again, throwing 1/2 ounce Omega spinnerbaits. This is the 3 power. This is a medium heavy, 10 to 17 pound line. Still have the plastic on the cork. Again, this is one of the prototypes. This is number 62. But that is a dedicated spinnerbait rod. I might swap the reels over between those two rods. Next up is my jerkbait rods. This is the Caden 610-4. This is the new rod that I picked up. Been throwing it quite a bit just because of the jerkbait season. So far, it's been absolutely fantastic. It currently has the Daiwa Steez SVTW 7 to 1 on it. It matches it pretty well. I will be taking this reel and putting it over to my Champion 7-footer. I'll be swapping those over as well. So this is 7.1 to 1. This 8 pound Invisex. Pretty sure that's 8 pounds. I like to throw 8 and 10, maybe up to 12 pounds depending on cover. But if I can get away with a lighter line, I will. So that's the Caden 610. This is the Champion 705 CB, paired with a JDM Daiwa Steez SV. Again, this is 8 pound Seaguar Invisex. This is throwing my 110+1s, my dual DDs. This is going to be my deep cranking or my deep jerkbaits. And once jerkbait season is done, I'm going to throw poppers and top waters on this one as well. Great combo. Again, the SV with just the anti-backlash stuff and throwing it into the wind, especially with big build baits like the deeper jerkbaits. Awesome combo. This is the reel that I'm probably going to swap over. This is my dedicated jerkbait rod. I absolutely love this rod for jerkbaits. I like a little bit longer rod, as I've said in my other videos. This is the Champion 704 CB with a Daiwa SSSV. This is a 7-to-1 gear ratio as well. Carbon handle, spinning knobs, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna put this reel onto that 610 Caden, and then put the Steez back on this one because I'm going to use this one a ton, probably in the next 2 months, especially when I go smallmouth fishing. Awesome jerkbait rod. From there, I'm going to my square bill. This is a 2nd generation Champion 705 CB MF glass. As you see, I've got a bunch of baits in these bait sacks here. These are Calco's bait sacks. I'm using these for years. Not sponsored by them. I just use them because they protect all my baits. I like to throw 1.0s to 2.5s. You can go maybe a little bit bigger on this. You can also go to mid divers, 3XDs, stuff like that on this combo. I've currently got another Daiwa TD Ito. This is the combo that I caught that 989 down at Lake Fork. And again, I'm going to be throwing this a ton just because we are still pretty chilly here. It is cold. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So the weather has been terrible for this spring for us. But this is my dedicated square billing combo. This is all I use it for. I've used it for probably 10 years. It's won us a lot of money, so I absolutely love it. I can't get rid of the 2nd gen just because it's got nostalgia to it. So great combo. Another new combo here. This is the Champion 736 CB glass. This is my dedicated currently on my 1/2 ounce Raptures, and it will be moved to spinnerbaits as well. I've got it paired with a Daiwa Steez A 6.3-to-1 bass art handle, pink knobs, incredible. This one's got 20-pound Invisex as well, with a little bit bigger bait sack. Awesome. I am very impressed with this as a Chatterbait spinnerbait rod. I will probably throw 1-ounce spinnerbaits on this as well once the summer comes, so I can go a little bit deeper with it. But incredible Chatterbait rod. It loads really well. It's got enough power to it. You can rip it out of grass. So great rod. Next up are going to be my meat potatoes, banger rods, combos. This is a Dobbins Champion 736C, as you can see dangling here. This is one of my frog combos. This is a Daiwa Steez More Than PE. It is a phenomenal reel. It is incredibly smooth. I swapped out the handles to a carbon handle that I just had laying around. This is 65-pound Seagar Smackdown. This is an 8:6-to-1 gear ratio. Throwing the Tataki frog. I'm just trying it out, see how it is, see how it walks, does all that kind of stuff. Hookup ratio. I switched up my reel. I was using a Zillion HLC last year for this, but this has brass gears and it's extremely smooth. It's small. It's pretty much a Daiwa Steez A on steroids. So I'm going with that combo this year, and I've already fished it, and it is flipping incredible. Casts easy, it reels easy, skips with frog, super easy. So that is a 736. Next is my lighter frog combo, and this is the Champion 735. I haven't strung it up yet because water temps are still in the 40s and 50s here. But I've got it paired with the Daiwa SSSV 8.1-to-1 with 50-pound Power Pro. It's either 50-pound Power Pro or 50-pound Seagar Smackdown. But I'm going to throw my Jackal Caras, the little bit smaller stuff the Bodas, not the the Jackal Gavachos, the Norries NF60s, the heavier, bigger frogs, the true tungstens, that will go in that rod, but this will go pretty much throwing a Cara. Since I absolutely love throwing that Cara, this will also throw like the depth slither Ks and the buster Ks, all that kind of stuff. Awesome combo. Alright. Combo that I don't really use too much. I should, I mean, I do in the summertime and the fall, but I won't for a while. This is the 805 CB glass. This is my deep cranking, the Paul Mueller series, which he's no longer with Dobbins. This is paired with a Daiwa TDZ Type R Plus. This is, I think, 12 or 14 pound Invisex. This is giving me my mid to deep diving. I don't throw a ton of really like 10XDs or all that kind of stuff. It can handle it. You just have to lob it instead of, you know, snap casting and all that kind of stuff. But this is my deep cranking combo. It is a blast to throw whenever I throw it. This probably won't get thrown for a couple months just because our spawn and stuff seems to be coming late this year. But once that like June, July, August, September hit, I will be throwing this a ton. And the gear ratio on this one is 5:7 to 1. It is slow. It is cranking slow. If you're cranking big, deep cranks like the duos and the 6XDs, 10XDs, all that kind of stuff, it is a 5:7 to 1 gear ratio. Probably the do-all best swim bait rod that Diamonds offers for like beginner swim bait guys who want to throw A-rigs, all that kind of stuff, is the Champion 795 SB. Currently it's got an A-rig on it. I'm going to take this A-rig off and I'm going to put one of the custom bull shads that I've painted up for myself on here so I can go sling that around. This is paired with a Daiwa Zillion HLC. This is the Hyper Long Cast. This is 25 pound. It's either 22 or 25 pound Seagar. Great rod. If you're just getting into swim baiting and you don't throw like really super heavy stuff, I don't really do a lot of swim baiting. It's usually A-rigs and like bull shads and all that kind of stuff. And I got a couple rats that I throw. It's a great rod. The Fury 795 as well is a phenomenal rod for like 129 bucks. I just wanted the Champion. It's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more crisp. That is going to be my swim bait setup. Pretty awesome setup. And last but not least, in my moving baits, this one's kind of going to be both. This is an Ecstasy 724. Yes, an Ecstasy 724 for moving baits. This is probably, it's overkill. With a Daiwa Steez Namiki Limited, fully tricked out. This is a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio. I'm currently throwing small swim baits. Only reason for it, because I've got other rods dedicated to what I'm throwing. So I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce Omega Head with the Biospawn Exo Swim. I will probably keep it on for the rest of the spring until the swim bait bite is done here and done smallmouth fishing, because I'm probably gonna throw a bunch of swim baits when I go up north to like St. Clair and stuff. That's kind of why I have the 4-power Ecstasy. Once that is done, I will switch it over to light jigs. It's gonna go to finesse jigs, like 1/4 to 3/8 of an ounce probably, for big S finesse. So I'm throwing like a 1/2 or 5/8 or 7/8 or an ounce. So this will go to just the swim baits and all that kind of stuff right now. That's why it's a 6:3 to 1, because I wanted to slow it down so I can slow roll spinnerbait or swim baits over grass and over flats and all that kind of stuff. But that is it right now. Those are my moving bait combos for 2022. Post down below what you guys think. I'm going to hopefully drop the next video here soon. I got a bunch more to go through and all that kind of stuff. I've got some reel covers coming in, hopefully, for a couple reels. I've added some rods, changed some reels around, all that kind of stuff. So that is it. If you have any questions about those combos or anything else, just post down below, guys. I will try and answer as much as I possibly can. Next one should be about the same length. So appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Share it. Notifications, all that kind of stuff. We'll talk to you guys later. In peace.